Have you ever scrolled for 7 hours straight and it feels like somebody has popped open your skull, poured acid and your brain? I felt like that back in semester 4 when it was the exam season and I was hooked to my phone watching short form content, reels, YouTube shorts, everything. I had developed this relationship with my phone that whenever I felt a little bit of stress, I would straight away go to my phone and scroll reels. From there, that point to now, where I'm off Instagram for like 9 months, and whenever I scroll shorts, I have developed this awareness that within like 2 3 shorts, I say to myself, okay, Roshan, you are scrolling shorts, stop, do something productive. So this story will help you go from here to here and develop some perspectives. Stay till end, okay? So back then, exam season was there, and so for context, I was not giving that much importance to studies back then because all my school life I had been a straight A student, and I had this that okay, with exams it's simple, you study 2 3 days before exams and you score above 90. That used to happen in school with me, but in college something was different. First year went fine, but the second year the difficulty level shot up, and still I was not focusing on studies. I gave this excuse to myself that studies are not that important, you should focus more on business, creating content and stuff. So but during exams I was like, all right, whole semester you have not paid that much attention to studies, exam times are here now, just study enough so that you pass with decent grades. All right, anything above like 7 point GPA is good to me. So that was the strategy. But what happened, I got hooked to reels and short form content instead of doing anything productive and studying. I was most of the day scrolling reels. So I gave myself a boundary that okay, exam times are here, no business stuff, no content. And when I stopped doing this, I started massively consuming reels and short form content. So my daily schedule looked like this. I used to wake up about like 7, and then I used to reach out to my phone and scroll reels in bed till like 9:30. Then usually I used to go to breakfast, and throughout the day my attention was scattered. I was scrolling reels and watching stories in between my study sessions, and after the gym, like at like 6:30 7:30, then I will just start scrolling, watching YouTube. And my roommate respected me as a disciplined person even back then, and he used to come to home to my room about like 10:30 11 p.m. in good days when exams were not there. But during exam times he used to come at like 3 a.m 4 a.m in the morning. Okay, so there were days when there was no one in the room, I was in the room, and no one was watching me, so just let's just scroll reels, right? That used to happen so often in the exam season. I used to give myself excuses that all right, okay, just watch for 25 minutes more. Okay, and then unconsciously those 25 minutes would become like 31 minutes, and I was like, you wasted 6 minutes more. So okay, let's just make it a round figure. Let's scroll for 9 minutes more, and then we'll start studying. And with studying, I used to give like crazy reward mechanism that okay, study for 30 minutes and then you'll get to scroll for 5 minutes. But that never happened. I used to study for 30 minutes, but out of that I used to scroll for 2 hours, 3 hours, and things got bad. Things got super bad. That exam season was shit. I'll tell you the worst day. What happened? The day began with scrolling. I scrolled till like 9:30. One of my friends came, and he said, Roshan, let's go to breakfast. And I was like, okay, I will just take a bath. You go and I'll come. So he went to the mess, and I was like, okay, I will take a bath after scrolling for 17 minutes. And round figure, okay, like let's do this till like 10, and then I'll take a bath and then go. What happened, those 17 minutes became 70 minutes. That friend came back after having breakfast and he knocked. Roshan, you didn't came, and I was in the same position, lying on my bed, scrolling reels. That was not the worst part. I felt really ashamed, and I went to a classroom, okay, to study. So I was studying, and then I got distracted. I was scrolling reels. I saw few of my friends came to the same classroom, and they were studying sincerely, and I felt like, oh, such a I'm betraying myself. I felt like that. Okay, felt shameful again. Then I said, okay, let's do some good thing in the day, and I went to the gym and did my workout. But after the workout, 6:30, I come to my room exhausted from the workout, and then I was like, okay, I deserve some reels. So I start scrolling again. It's dinner time. I'm hungry. I am not feeling like going to the mess. So I order in the food. I call the one of the outlets in my campus. They bring the food. I have food while scrolling. My friend was not coming till room in like 3 a.m. and I am scrolling. It's from 6:30 p.m. I scroll to 1:30 a.m. that day, like straight 7 hours. And that's not the worst. I scrolled like 3.5 hours in the morning and 1.5 hours in the afternoon. So it's like half the day, 12 hours. I've just scrolled. It was the worst day of scrolling. And what happened, like exam seasons happened and all, and my friends were also getting internships and all because they had worked for it while I was distracted, like dived in the reels and whole short form ocean. They were preparing for internships, so they have got like decent internships and I am at my home. I'm really sad, and I transform this sadness to anger, frustration with myself, that how dare I waste so many hours in something so futile. I don't even remember any reel that I scrolled. Maybe one or two funny ones. But this is crazy. How did I let myself do that? I was reading Gita one day, and Arjuna was called as somebody who had conquered the night. Okay, so what happened? Arjuna wanted to be the greatest archer in the world, and one day when all the brothers was sleeping, he saw that Bhim got hungry and he reached his hand somewhere and got a laddu, and that laddu got in his mouth and he was eating and he was happy. So he okay, there is no light, but Bhim wants something to eat and his hand automatically reaches that food stuff and he eats that. So Arjun was like, okay, so why can't I practice in the night? It is possible, right? So he used to practice all day and then he used to practice all night because he wanted to become the greatest archer in the world, like the greatest. That level of dedication is required. That level of determination is required to become great at anything, right? Even if you don't want to be the world's best thing, getting in the world's top 10% is fairly easy. Like there was a study which found that doing something for like 18 minutes a day every day for a year straight will get you in the top 10%. I didn't believe that study at first, but it was legit. If you do anything for like 18 minutes a day, you would be better than 90% of the people by the end of year one, right? And what if I put all those 4 or 5 hours that I was wasting in my reels towards something meaningful, towards something that I want to become great at? Things would have been drastically. This channel would have been to 10,000 subscribers by now, I think. But I think you guys can help me do that. So if you found this valuable, just subscribe and share it with your friends. But continuing my story, I just realized that this needs to be changed and something drastic needs to take place. So that was the time when I uninstalled my Instagram, deactivated my account, and I'm off Instagram for 9 months now. I don't feel the urge to watch short form content. Whenever I scroll YouTube, I just catch myself that, oh, let's do something more productive. All right, and that awareness will come slowly. It will come with this constant reminder that, oh, short form content is futile, it is just racking up my dopamine baseline, it is getting my dopamine from here to here, and the work that I need to do requires here, and I will not be able to do it because my dopamine is already up here, right? So this awareness comes when you watch more of my videos and act on what I say. So I think this channel is your greatest asset if you want to eliminate distractions and do solid deep work for something that you really want, and fortify your mind, right? Vajra Mind is about becoming unshakable, not letting all these distractions distract you. Something big is coming up soon. I'm excited for that. Stay tuned, and you guys will get to know about it. All right. Cool. That was all that I had to say today. If you found any value in this video, just give it a like. This was more of a raw storytelling format. Do tell me in the comments if you enjoy this type of content. I will make more of this one-to-one like storytelling content. All right, with that, I'll just leave you there. Stay ruthless, don't scroll reels, quit Instagram, and subscribe. What's your mind? I'll see you in the next one.